Hey guys, here, Elagatua here, and I'm going to be showing off my new Council Hammer deck. Now, I've been playing a few games with this deck, and it's been really successful, and basically it relies on Attack-a-Fire and a bunch of hammer guys with a bunch of advancing and movement changing cards to really get the jump on your opponent. So looks like our opponent is going to be playing a slower opening, which is fine by us. So we can just use this moment to get an Attack-a-Fire down. Because if we are to draw a our broom card, I forget what that's called, but it basically cleans everybody off the board. If I draw that, then the Attack-a-Fire will be left on the board, and it will be really, really efficient for me. So looks like he might be playing a similar kind of deck. Wow. He's going to spend all his mana to send that guy all the way over to my side of the board. That's certainly an aggressive play. I'm not sure if it's the best play necessarily, but props to him for giving it a shot, and I'm trying to think of the best way I can respond to that. So I don't want to actually attack it yet. What I really want to do is I want to put someone down on the board that next turn can attack him. Because if I attack it, it will get its enrage, and I want to keep its ability to damage my crystals at a minimum. But once I have both Alberic and the Enforcer on the board, I shouldn't have any issues dealing with this guy. So I'm just going to put Alberic down there, and if he removes him with his poison combo, then so be it. We'll figure out another plan. It's kind of the danger of playing Attack-a-Fire early, is you're investing a lot of mana on the board into a card that doesn't attack. It just buffs your other units, so you can put yourself at a tempo disadvantage by using that opening. But if I'm able to stabilize, then it's going to work out well for me. And he is spending a lot of mana on nudges. And nudges got nerfed to be up to 2 mana last patch, so it's a pretty substantial nerf. And one of the things I'm about to show off here is I'm going to show off the execute. So when I execute this Queen Seraph, normally she has a eulogy here, which is going to summon a Spiderling when I KO the unit, but I'm going to actually KO this girl with the Enforcer, and that is going to prevent her from summoning that. Now ideally, I want to get all the way up to 5 attack on this Enforcer, so I can kill it in 1 hit and do as little damage to this Enforcer as possible. And I think I can do it if I play my cards right here. So let's and actually, whoop, okay. I want to get rid of one of these. I lied. I don't want to get one of these push forwards. I was thinking about drawing for another hammer. Because then I might be able to buff my guy up to 5 attack more efficiently, but it's good enough. So anyway, you see, because he had execute, Queen Seraph didn't summon her bug. And so that's real nice. So now we've kind of stabilized the board here, and you can see my units are a lot stronger than his, and I've got that Attack-a-Fire on the board. So it should just be a matter of playing my units efficiently to steamroll him from here on out. Wow. So I'm really not a fan of Poke anymore. Poke was great for a long time when it was at 1 mana, but now that it is at 2 mana, I really like the Dark Ritual, I think is what it's called. It's the power that does 1 damage to one of your guys and increases its attack. You can use that card with your high HP ranged attack units to really great effect. Also, it's really great with hammer units and with enrage units like this archer guy. Especially, he's got 1 enrage, so you can use the Dark Ritual with him. to summon essentially a 3 attack, 2 health minion for 4 mana, which is useful in a lot of situations. So I want to draw one, because if I draw a hammer, then I can actually save this guy. Oh, and I did, so I got lucky. That was really nice. So now I can put dodge fail. Does he have a hammer already? No, he does not. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on him. So now he's not only to dispel the poison, but it's gonna buff his attack up. So that was really nice. Again, sometimes it's just the little details. You do it right, and you really get rewarded. Because I took a little bit of a risk and discarded a card, I got rewarded with a buff on this guy, and now he is going to be really scary. And I'm just going to put him on the front lines and kind of dare him to do something about it. So I have really too many guys for him to deal with effectively right now, and I'm just hoping that I can steamroll him and he will not be able to kill all my guys. And the nice thing about these hammer units is that they really deal a lot of damage to the crystals very quickly, so you don't need to be ahead for very long before you can really put the lights out. So I have a feeling that my one of my guys is going to be going here. The Enforcer's probably going to be taken out. Or no, is he going to... Okay, I'm not sure why he decided to go for that guy instead of the Enforcer. It's an interesting decision. But regardless... So one of the things I can do next turn is I can move this Enforcer to kill the Archer, and then I can move this Rook up to here, and then use push forward to get him to attack this back crystals to make sure that all my units are attacking this turn. And it looks like, yeah, he is going to be able to bring down the Iconoclast. If you're running a Council deck and you have Iconoclast, and you're also running Rooks, make sure that you are running the Iconoclast instead of the Rooks, to the extent that you have Iconoclast, because Iconoclast, it's the same cost, same stats, except it just has 1 health, so it's just better. Just as simple as that. Okay, so first thing I want to do, so I'm going to get my 2 free mana here, so that's nice. And then we want to be careful about how we do this. So one thing I can do here is I can play Loki, and Loki can do 4 damage if I place my Magister in the right position. Unfortunately, if I place my Magister in the right position, then the Magister is not going to be able to attack. So I think there's just nothing I can do about that. So that will take care of both of those guys. And now this will allow both of these guys to attack crystals with a little bit of clever positioning. Boop. And now, you see, look at all this damage. That is a lot of damage in 1 turn, and he's got 5 mana to figure out how to fend off this assault. It is not going to happen. So yeah, if you are a Dark Elf in this position and you are playing against Attackifiers, really your goal is you either have to win. Yep, there's the game. So you either have to win really quickly by just steamrolling him with a big push, or you have to kill the Attackifier, because otherwise you're just going to be fighting uphill for the entire game. So keep that in mind. Anyway, that does it for this game, so I'll see you next time.